Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Natalia. If you follow my life at all, you would know. Sorry, I'm gonna take my glasses off so there's not a glare, but if I'm out of frame or anything, I'm sorry. I'm literally so blind. But if you follow my life, you know that I did create a book channel not too long ago. I started posting videos on it, and then I took a hiatus from filming in general on this channel and my book channel. And because of mental health, I've decided to just put all of my videos on my main channel, because if I cannot be trusted to run one channel mentally, then how can I be trusted to run two? I don't know what I was thinking, but nevertheless, I'm here. We're doing all of my favorite videos on this channel, so that's going to include book videos, because I genuinely enjoy reading and filming book updates and stuff like that as much as I enjoy like making vlogs and, you know, healthy eating, things like that. So that's the plan. That is what today's video is going to be. This is going to be my October wrap up. I'm so excited to talk about the books I read this month. I feel like I read so many good books. It's not going to be in any order because I literally just picked them off the shelf from behind me, and actually we'll do it in order because I know which ones, what I rated each one, so I will throw that in order really quickly. I read 9 books this month. One was an ebook on my Kindle and the rest were physical, and then one is kind of I've only read, I haven't finished yet, but I thought I would include it anyways because I probably have like a quarter of it to go. And then one I read part 1 out of because part 2 is going to be like a separate book for me. So obviously that's going to make sense when I show you the book, but for now I read 9 books technically. Okay, so we will start with the one that I read on Kindle, which I rated 4 stars, I believe. I'll pop a picture up right here. It was called Dreams of 18 by Saffron Kent. I really love Saffron Kent's writing. I feel like it's so dreamy, and it makes me just like, it puts me in like a different world almost, because she has like this way of writing that's just like almost childlike, I would say. Not like in a weird way, but like I feel like her characters, or the girl characters in her books, are so innocent and childlike, and I love that. I don't know how else to explain it. But anyways, this one is about why can't I remember her name? Oh my god, here we go. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but I'll put it on the screen if I remember. This is about the main character, which I'll put her name on the screen, and she is basically 16 when she first sees her neighbor moving in, and she realizes that he's much older. He has a son around her age, and she's talking to her sister, and she's like, he is so hot, and she's like, are you talking about the kid or the dad? And she's like, the dad. And from 16 to turning 18, she's just had this massive crush on him. She spies on him, she stalks him, she's just like obsessed with him, and she's like set on being with him. So the day she turns 18, she sneaks into his yard and she kisses him, and it kind of ruins, they get caught, and it kind of ruins his life, and he moves away. And then she goes to like almost like a mental health facility, and when she gets out, she decides that she's gonna go find him and apologize, and that's kind of where their story starts. I rated it 4 stars because I didn't like it as much as I liked Medicine Man, this is the Hearthstone series, so there's 3 books, I believe. The first one was Medicine Man, and the second is Dreams of 18. I didn't like it as much as I liked Medicine Man, but I still really enjoy Saffron's writing style, and hopefully I'm saying her name right. I think it's beautiful, and her stories are great. It's super smutty, like super spicy if you're into that, and I think the romance is really cute. So that's that. I decided to just get the Kindle one out of the way, but for the rest we're gonna go by the rating system. So the next 2 are gonna be the 3-star books, and I didn't have anything below 3 stars this month, so that's good. But anyways, the first one I actually read this month was The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling. So this one is about Vivian. She is a witch, and about 9 years ago, she dated this guy Rise over the summer. Hopefully I'm saying his name right, but basically they had like a summer fling, and then he dropped a bomb on her and was like, I am supposed to marry somebody and I have to go figure it all out. And so she got her heart broken, they broke up, and then 9 years later, Rise's family kind of owns that town that Vivian lives in. So 9 years later, he travels back to that town because he has to fix something that's within the town. His dad sent him to fix it, and it's kind of about their romance reconnecting. They're both witches, so it's like it was perfect for October. I rated this 3 stars because I thought it was okay. It was a little bit spicy. There was a cute romance, but I didn't connect with this book, I don't think. Like, I just didn't love the characters. I thought it was cute and it was fine, but like, it's not something I would like reread. It's just not, it just wasn't like my favorite ever. So I gave it 3 stars. If you're into like kind of witchy, cutesy romances, I feel like this could be the book for you. But for me, it just kind of fell flat, and I was kind of disappointed. I wanted this to be like a 5-star read, honestly, because I love like rom-com-y type books, and it's especially because it's witchy, but I just didn't love it that much. So yeah, 3 stars. The next book was another one that I was disappointed in. This is The Deal, but I just almost hit myself in the face. This is The Deal by Elle Kennedy. So this book is about Hannah. Hannah is basically like, I would say, an outcast in her college. Nobody really like pays attention to her. But Garrett, he's like I believe he plays hockey. He's like a jock, you know, the typical type thing, and Garrett needs Hannah's help to study because he doesn't want to get kicked off the hockey team. So he asks her for help, and he's like, in return, you get to say you're dating me. We get to make everyone, you know, like notice you and make the guy that she's interested in jealous. So yeah, it's like a win-win. And so she agrees, and they kind of just like fall in love with each other. There is, I want to say, trigger warning for R word in this because I didn't expect that, but I also just can tell that this book was written in 2015, and that does not to sound bad or anything like that, but like the way it was written, like the way the character spoke, I thought it was really vanilla, if that makes sense. It was just like, I didn't love it, and people hype this series up. I do have another book from Elle Kennedy. I believe it's her Briar U series. I did get the first one in that series because I wanted to try it out, because the Off-Campus, which this is the first one in the Off-Campus series, and the Briar U series are super hyped up. They're super hyped up, so I did want to give these a shot, and so I did purchase the Briar U, the Chase, the first one in the Briar U series, because I want to give it a shot because I didn't hate it, and there's so many of these books in her series, so I'm hoping to like that one, and maybe one day I will give like the second Off-Campus series a shot because maybe it's better than this one. I didn't hate this book, but it wasn't something that will like stick with me forever. I thought their romance was cute, but like I said, it was really vanilla. I just didn't love the writing, I guess. I don't know. But it was 3 stars. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. So yeah. Now we're gonna move on to my 4-star reads of the month. I have 2. So this is Hooked by Emily McIntyre. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This is a kind of Peter Pan retelling, but Captain Hook, obviously. So this story follows, I don't remember her name, Wendy. Wendy is the daughter of Peter. He has an airline called Never Ever Airlines or something like that. I don't know. But basically, he's like a horrible man in the story. He's like really evil, and Hook, or what's his name? I forget what his name is. Hook in this story actually hates Peter, and so he kind of sets out to ruin Peter by going through Wendy first and kind of making like Wendy fall in love with him. So he sees her in his club one night, he hits her up, he's like, hey, I think you're beautiful, let's date. This book was so good. The spice was so good. I loved it so much. I did rate it 4 stars because I thought it was good. I didn't like cry. I don't know, for a book to be like 5 stars to me, I've got to like laugh, I've got to cry, maybe tear up a little bit. And I'm not like a harsh rate or anything, but I at least want to feel like those emotions physically. I don't know how to explain it, but this was really, really good. I thought there was a huge plot twist, which I love that, and I like how it's like my first ever like kind of retelling, and I thought it was fun. I like how she uses all of the like names like Hook and Peter and Wendy. I liked that aspect. I liked the romance. The smut was really, really good, and I rated this 4 stars. Like I said, the only reason I didn't give it 5 is because I didn't like cry or like laugh out loud, which I know sounds weird, but I want to like feel the emotions for it to be a 5 star. So 4 stars. Hooked. Okay. The next book I read is this beautiful, beautiful edition of Dune by Frank Herbert. I wanted to read this even though I'm not a sci-fi girl at all. I wanted to read this because I love Timothée Chalamet, because I'm like every other girl, and I love Zendaya so much, and I knew Dune was coming out, the new Dune, so I really wanted to read the book first because I like to do that with all movies that have books. I like to read the book first before I watch the movie adaptation. So this is Dune. Okay, so basically this is the book that I read part 1 of, because if you don't know, the new Dune movie is part 1 of this book, I believe, and you have to read about 65% of this book in order to watch the movie without any spoilers. So I did not finish this book, but I plan to finish it when the new Dune movie comes out, just because it is so incredibly long. But yeah, I decided that I would do it like 2 books. So anyways, this book is about the Atreides family. Basically it follows Paul, which is, he is a Bene Gesserit witch. So I might be pronouncing things wrong, but stick with me and bear with me because this is a lot. This is a lot. He's a Bene Gesserit witch, which means that he kind of has like the powers to almost like read people, like read their emotions, what they're thinking, things like that. And basically he kind of lives in a universe where everyone is kind of fighting over the control of spice, and spice is like this substance that just can make you super rich if you own it. So basically you'd like rule the empire, the universe, whatever. So basically the Atreides family is going against the Harkonnens, and they're not really going against the Fremen, but like they're all trying to control the spice. The Fremen live in the desert where the spice is located, so they feel like the Atreides family is like trying to take the spice from them. But yeah, there's a lot that goes into this book. I would say if you've never read sci-fi before like me, maybe watch the 1980s version of Dune before reading this, because that helped a lot. I also got the book on Audible, so I listened to the parts where I was really having a hard time. And once you do all that, I feel like you will really enjoy this story. It is a very good story. It's just a lot. There's words I didn't know, and I don't know, I really appreciate the story now. I think it's so good, and I definitely will try other sci-fi books in the future because I really did enjoy this story. And yeah, I went ahead and bought like the good edition of it because I don't know what, the blue sprayed edges just like called out to me, and it was on sale. It was on sale when I bought it. It was like $30 or something like that. But if you want to know more about this, I suggest maybe trying out Audible or something like that, or I don't know, something that could help you, because I know I struggled in the beginning. But I did rate this 4 stars because I do really like this book. I thought it was really good. I 100% like the movie. Okay, sorry, my camera battery got full, so I had to delete some, or not my camera battery, my storage got full, so I had to delete some stuff. But anyways, I did rate this 4 stars even though I liked it so much, or I liked it a lot. I liked the movie better than the book, so that's one reason I knocked it off. I felt like it was just hard to read this, but I feel like if you like sci-fi, obviously you'll rate this 5 stars because it is so well written, and it was just like, it was a fun read. So yeah, I enjoyed this book. I liked the movie better. It was kind of hard for me to push through this, but I still give it 4 stars. So that's that. The next books are definitely my 5-star reads of the month, and I'm gonna start with the best 5-star read of the month, like for sure the best one. This is the special, or the special edition of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. This has been on my TBR for so long, but I never picked it up because I don't know, I'm weird. When things are hyped up, I don't usually like buy them. But anyways, this is about Adeline. She is one day supposed to be married to a guy that she does not want to get married to, so she kind of prays to the gods to help her out and not make her marry, because she wants to be free, she wants to travel and do what she wants to do. And one day she prays and the wrong god shows up and kind of cursed her to be invisible, or not invisible, to be forgotten by everyone she meets. So if she meets somebody, she can like spend the night, or she can like hang out with them, but like once they walk out of her view or, you know, fall asleep, they instantly forget her. But then one day she's strolling in a bookshop and like she tries to steal a book, because she kind of has to steal things, and because she can't obviously make money, she tries to steal a book, and a guy in the bookshop remembers her. This was poetry, you guys. This was beautiful. Every single word, every single chapter had me like had me by the throat. It was so good. This is a book I will recommend to everyone, like if you want to get into reading. There was like romance in it, there was heartbreak, there was so many. This was straight up poetry, like the way it was written perfectly. It was literally the most perfect book. It was the most perfect book I've read in a really long time. 5 freaking stars. And not to mention, this edition, which I found at Target, is beautiful, you guys. Like straight up beauty. This book had me by the throat. It had me by the throat. It was so good. I definitely highly recommend this. It was my favorite read of the year, 100%. And I see why it was so hyped up. Like this one, I get the hype. I'm definitely gonna check out more of V.E. Schwab's books, because beautiful. I could talk all day about it, but I won't. Another 5-star read that I loved just as much was The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armaz. I actually annotated this. This is the first book that I annotated ever, because I just heard it was so good, and like a slow burn romance. And with slow burn books, I kind of like to remember the parts that, like, you know, like the touch where she kind of like recognized like, ooh, there was a spark and stuff like that. So I decided to annotate it, and I'm so glad I did, because if anyone ever borrows this book, they will get the best moments. And when I reread it, which I definitely will, I will just like, it'll just be so fun to read. So I'm glad I annotated it. But anyways, this is about this is about Catalina. She is one day talking to her best friend, and she's like freaking out because she has to go to a wedding in Spain where her ex is going to be there, and he's like happily moved on and she's not. And it was really hard for her when they broke up, and hard for her family, and she just didn't want to show up to her sister's wedding alone. So Aaron Blackford overhears her, and he's like, I'll go with you. She's like, absolutely not, we hate each other, you're so mean to me, whatever. So this is about their love story, and just how they fake date basically throughout the whole trip to Spain. And it is just so precious, because Aaron is so in love with her like the whole time, and you can just see it. He does like little things for her, and she's like, but he hates me, he was so mean to me. So obviously like I'll just have to overlook this little thing that he did for me. But there's so many parts in this book that were just so precious, and like, can every guy be Aaron Blackford? Can every guy be him? And not to mention, he's tall, black hair, ice blue eyes. Like, that is my type to a T. So I enjoyed this so much. The spice and the smut was so good. It was so good. 5 stars for The Spanish Love Deception. Loved that book. Camera keeps stopping, I'm so sorry. But anyways, they kill people she loves, and she just kind of hates her power. So basically we follow her journey of self-discovery and just like loving herself. And there's also a little bit of romance, which is so cute. It was such a good story, a tragic story, and a romantic story, and I loved it, and I recommend it so much. So one of the last books that I'm reading, I'm actually still reading. I have like a quarter of it to go, so I didn't want to rate it yet, but I think it will be like 4 stars. I'm not sure yet. This is A Lady of Rooksgrave Manor. Basically this is a reverse harem monster romance, which sounds so weird and outlandish, and I didn't even know that I could like something like this, but it is so spicy. If you want a book that's purely smut, get this one. And it's monster smut, so at that, it's like, it's a little weird, but it's good. So basically we follow, I forget her name. What's her name? I forget names so easily, but basically we follow her, and she goes to this manor where basically men pay to like have to have sex with these different human women, I'm guessing, but they're monsters. So there's like a vampire, a man that's invisible, different types of monsters who like pay to be in this like club where they can take her out, do whatever they want with her, really. It's almost like a hooker almost, but not at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. If you want to know more, definitely read about it. It's really good so far. It's spicy, and that's why I say I'll rate it like 4 stars, because it's pure like smut, honestly. So yeah, that is basically my reading for October. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you've read any of these books before, and let me know what you plan to read for November. Also, let me know if you like these book videos, and I'll continue to film them. I'll probably do it anyways because it's fun. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.